Hey, it's March 1st, 2026. Hope you're having a good day. It's Sunday. Yeah, March 1st. I can't believe it. This year is like flying by so quickly. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Um, I don't even know what to say. I guess enjoy every moment, right? Time flies by. On early Sunday here, I'm really tired, really tired, but I'm just pushing myself with consistency. That's one of my words for 2026. I just want to be consistent and show up and do things I told myself I would do, right? Do you ever like kind of make promise to yourself and you never follow through? Um, or you say, "Oh, I'm going to get this thing done by a certain day," or yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? So definitely, well, definitely headed in that direction. So I want to stay away from that direction. I want to use the word consistency. I'm going to grab something over here. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm back. All right. So it is Sunday, March 1st. I can't believe it. And what I thought I would do tonight is to keep with that theme of consistency. I want to show up and do some kind of sketching tonight. Positivity, mindset, all that fun stuff. Um, I purchased this calendar from Muji when I was there a couple weeks ago. Love that, love that store. And it's just a blank calendar, blank pages. So I thought it would be cool, maybe to start just kind of going a little bit of analogish. Yes, analogish with calendars. I have a fantastic Cal app on my iPhone, which I love. That there's Google Calendars. There is. I use my Paper Pro tablet all the time as well. But I don't know, something about me just wants to kind of start just writing things down, keep this with me. It's easy to flip open, cross things out. So I thought it'd be cool to sketch or draw some kind of cover on it, right? It's blank. And I thought I would go with kind of my favorite iconic sketch I love doing is the Statue of Liberty torch. So it's either a toss up between the torch or my other favorite go to sketch would be the Brooklyn Bridge. So here, so I don't know. I think I'm feeling torch on this. We could always do both. There's a front and back, and it just popped into my brain. I could even laser engrave this at school. Let's do a sketch on it. Why not? All right. So, by the way, thank you all for helping me get to 1K subscribers. That is so fun, so exciting. Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna do a 1K sketch giveaway. So anybody that's watching live between 8:30 and we'll say 9:30, about an hour ish, 45 minutes to an hour. Sometime during that live stream, I'll do a random drawing for anybody watching, and I'll give a sketch away. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, so make sure you're watching tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll take it from there. And we might do some other things along the way. I might auction off some sketches as well. So it'll be fun. It'll be kind of a little different live stream. All right. So this is the cover of that calendar again. It's just blank. Oh, I just realized I have dot pages too. Oh, look at that. So it has a section with kind of a dot grid on it, which is kind of cool. You can take notes and stuff. And then we have a just blank calendar. So it's March. It's March today. So we'll start this with March, but today we're just going to hit the cover. And we need a Sharpie that's going to work. There we go. So I hope you had a good day. You're having a good weekend. Tomorrow's Monday. I got school tomorrow. You all know I love teaching, but I'm so tired. I kind of wish this was a 3-day weekend. I got so many things I want to take care of and get done. But you know what? School is cool. Being a school teacher is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. It's something you really, really got to love doing. For sure. So we'll throw down a little bit of Sharpie, just kind of create an outline, and then I'll come back and um, we'll add some color with our probably the creative markers. I'm thinking too much as I'm sketching here. Just want to kind of sketch, have fun. It's meant to be very loosey-goosey kind of style. And it's just my fun take on the Statue of Liberty torch. When I went to the Statue of Liberty, I think it was 2023 when I went for the first time. And that was the only time I've been there, actually. It is, I mean, we all know what it is from pictures, right? It's so iconic. But to see it in person was really such a different experience. It is so mesmerizing in person. I didn't go up to the pedestal. Next time I go back, I want to definitely go up to the pedestal. And I think you could still get into the crown as well, but you really need to get tickets way, way ahead of time to do that. So maybe this summer I'll plan on heading up back there and getting a ticket to go up to the crown. That'd be so cool. All right, we have enough line work on there. Let's just grab some markers and throw some color down. So the reason I got this calendar, one, I thought it would be cool to go back to just analog, have something I can carry and just write down or sketch things down on, rather than always using electronic devices. That'd be cool for that. I also picked it out because I like the cover. It has that brown kind of craft paper cover, and I know it's going to hold color and show color really, really well, just like the craft paper here in the sketchbook. All right, let's grab some creative markers. So yeah, let me riff on consistency a little bit. And why did I pick that as one of my words for 2026? I was just in my brain and to myself, I was just saying all these things I was going to do, and kind of these promises to myself and these deadlines I would set and projects I wanted to get done. And in order for me to get those things done, I really needed to I need to show up every day and do a little bit on those things, those projects. And one of them is you're watching right now, The Inspired Life. I need to come on consistently. I wanted to get to 1K subscribers. So I think for the past 3 weeks or so, I've been coming on just consistently every day. And sometimes I'm really tired and I don't want to do it. I mean, I love doing it, but I don't want to do it live. But that's okay. I'm simply human like you guys, right? I'm tired and we don't need to hide that. But anyway, so sometimes we set ourselves up to do these things that we just don't ever do. And for me, they were weighing on me and kind of making me really tired mentally. And I was kind of just being disappointed in myself for not doing those things I said I was going to do. So the word consistency popped into my brain at the beginning of the year, and I just have to consistently show up and get a little bit closer to those goals I want to do and not let them pile up. And it's not just goals, it's just everyday tasks and chores as well. Cool. I love the blue. Look at the way that blue pops on there. That is so awesome. I'm loving the blue. Do I even want to do any other colors on here? Yeah, we'll do. We'll add some colors. Let's throw some yellow on. Feel free to say hello if you're watching. Leave me some questions or comments. And again, thanks for helping me get to 1K on YouTube. If you're watching this live or even a replay, please hit that thumbs up. I wish I could do like a torch up. That would be kind of cool. Have my own custom emoji. Hit that thumbs up and share. Let's get it out there. My next random number is 3,000. 3,000 subscribers would be awesome. I don't get anything from YouTube for hitting 1K. It was just kind of a personal goal. And yeah, it's been fun trying to get there. And it's been a long time. I've been on for doing this, I think, for 5 years. But I was not consistent with those 5 years. And there were weeks where I didn't come online and maybe even months. And I've had people in the past say, "Hey, when is your live stream so we can watch it?" And I'm like, I don't really do a regular schedule. And I should have listened, and I started listening, and they're right. I mean, I'm not 100% consistent. I mean, with the same time every day, but at least I've been going on pretty much every night. So we got some yellow, we got some red on there as well. I didn't do my hair. This is me, unfiltered, unhaired. Well, not. Yeah, so we got some yellow, red on there. What else? I'm thinking too much about colors. Usually I just grab and go, right? So we're going to stick with our grab and go theory. I don't know if it's a theory. Technique. Oh, dang, we got some blue on this. That's okay. Somehow we got blue on the white. We'll use it. We're going to go with it. Why not? I think this white creative marker is on its way out. It is. Oh, man. All right, time to say goodbye to this one. Goodbye, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's a marker. I have a backup. Look at that. Back up the train. All right, so that was the old one. You can let's see. You'll see how this white one. You can see how the fresh one kind of pops. Grab some blue, I think. There we go. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool. All right, I think I'm going to add some little bit, some more Sharpie to put some details on here. And I like the way this is. This is actually a fun cover for this calendar. Alrighty, let's see. I'm just clicking on boom, done. Just put some music on or to change the song. There we go. Alrighty then. All right, cool. So let's throw down some Sharpie, add some details on this torch sketch. All right, that's cool. So I like the cover of this sketchbook. I think this will be cool. Hello, J Lo Art on Instagram. Good to see you. Hope all's well. So I thought it'd be cool just to kind of go back to an analog calendar. So this was a good find. If I don't know if any of you guys have been to Muji, there's a bunch of them in New York City. So this is from Muji, and I like the fact that it had just blank calendar pages in it, right? So you can use it anytime, any year. I'm not locked into the days relating specifically to 2026. So I think this is kind of a cool cover. We'll write kind of our phrase on here, "Be the light," and then maybe I'll just do a little bit of color on this for March. We'll wrap up. Let me know how you guys are doing. Hope you're having a great March 1st. All right, let's go inside and let's write. Well, not inside. Let's go on the outside cover and write "Be the light." What color should I do it in? Maybe yellow. Let's try yellow. So let's put here "Be the light." Shout out to my friend Chip. Chip is the one who gave me the idea to write "Be the light" on my torch sketches. All right, so we got "Be the light" on there. Boom. And I'll just put the year. I did the sketch, so it's 2026. Is anybody else out there still writing 2025? I caught myself the other day writing 2025. Um, hey, hi, good. Hope you are also. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching on Instagram. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's go inside. Let's just throw some color on the March thing. I don't know. And then I was thinking about doing a Brooklyn Bridge sketch. So when I first started, it was either going to be the torch or the bridge, my two kind of favorite go-to sketches. I don't know. Let's see. I can still put that on the back. I don't know if we'll do that tonight. We could do that for another time, or even the inside cover. But I'm kind of happy with the torch for now. If you hear squeaking, that's because my pup is having fun with her toy. That would be awesome to see the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, so here's the Brooklyn Bridge sketch. I'll show it to you again. I kind of went rapid fire. I think this one came out. This might be one of my favorite renditions I've done of the bridge. Hey, Melissa. Nice to meet you, Melissa. Nice to watch you. Yes. And nice to see your text, your words. So this is an iconic. I love the yellow in the background. It makes the arches pop, right? So that's kind of fun. So maybe we'll save that for another time. Or you know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to throw some color on the March. I've never really colored in a calendar, so I feel like just popping some color on here, right? Why not? Actually, let's use my favorite creative marker color is this aqua color. Oh, actually, you know what? I just had an idea. I think. Well, just kind of. We're just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna think. It's what I call just grab and go creativity. We're grabbing and going with whatever I have here. We're gonna throw down a bunch of colors. And I think we're gonna turn this into one of our scapes or imaginary skylines. Nope, red's dying here. I know. Come on, red, we got this. I might have to grab another red. So far we lost, let's see, a red marker and a white one tonight. We're losing all our markers. That's a good sign. That means they're getting good use. Sometimes I think as artists, we tend to we just stock up on supplies. In my case, either markers or color pencils or Sharpies. And they just sit there. We're afraid to use them for some reason. And I don't know what that is. Like in our brain, we're like, oh, I can't use that. I can't use that marker. But that's why we buy the stuff, right? So just use it. You can always get more. Speaking of which, I'm going to go grab a red over here. And it could be an excuse that we don't use our supplies we have because we just sometimes don't know where to start or what to draw, what to sketch or paint, whatever your medium is. So we use that kind of too many supplies is like the paradox of choice. It paralyzes us from doing anything because we don't know which marker or pen or color to start with. The metal ring is hitting my hand. Pull the camera out some. Can't see you draw. Oh, I'll definitely pull it out. Thanks for telling me. Is that weird? On Instagram, you can't see. There we go. Thanks for telling me. Your Posca dried up on me. You had them a year. I was shocked. Yeah, right. We got to make sure we keep the caps on tight. My Sharpies have been drying up lately, and I don't know if it's because of the dry air with the heat on, for the winter months here. Sorry, I didn't realize I was off camera. Thanks for telling me. And yeah, my Sharpies have not been lasting as long, so I don't know if it's a me issue with the temperature and the air in here, or if the Sharpies are just not like they used to be. So it's kind of weird. So we're just doing kind of a quick loosey-goosey abstract cityscape on this calendar page. What the heck? How am I going to write stuff on there? You can always do that. Let's break out some white gel pens here. I know I have one that works and one that doesn't. This is the one that doesn't work. That one should work. You went from acrylics to charcoal and love charcoal. That's so cool. The closest I get to charcoal is our graphite sticks. I love the Art Graph water-soluble graphite sticks. That's so cool. I am not. I am in northern New Jersey, about an hour away from New York City. And I love NYC. I try to get in there once or twice a month. It's just a place I could go to over and over again. It fuels me in so many different ways. So this is actually a really good test also to see how this paper is holding up. And markers are not bleeding through. It's a very thin paper. You can see that. So yeah, the markers are not bleeding through. That actually is impressive. Where's the white? And before I leave tonight, I'll just zoom in. You guys can see some of this close up. I'd love to have a calendar with art. I'm too lazy to make one for myself. That's interesting. That's a cool statement. I mean, this is just a blank the calendar I bought, and I'm literally just throwing some colors down on it. This calendar can be yours for $19.95. No, I am just kidding. Yeah, this is looking fun. I like it so far. Got some city vibes happening. Yeah, charcoal is an interesting medium. I've used it a few times, but I think being left-handed, I just would always smudge it so much. This could be a really cool kind of building in the foreground here. So really, I'm just kind of throwing down different shapes. Just throwing down, sorry, just blocks of color and just pulling out some shapes from those blocks. Very abstract. But we're getting that kind of cityscape vibe, which is what I'm going for, right? So where's the white? That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Very cool. Northern Michigan here. Haven't been to NYC before or Jersey. Ooh, Northern Michigan. That is very cool. I have never been there. Yeah, I am very spoiled and to be able to go to New York City because I'm so close. It's an easy bus ride for me to get into the city. So I'm blessed to have that location here. So I definitely don't take it for granted. New York City is really it's a really special place. I know a lot of people think just bad things about New York City, but let me tell you, there are so many fun, positive, energetic art culture. I mean, you see everything in New York City, and I think after where I'm from is a very kind of small rural town. So when I go to New York City, it's very different. It totally contrasts. So when I'm in the city, I appreciate the quietness of my home more when I'm in the opposite, right? So that balance of two different worlds is really awesome, especially as a creative. I can feed on different environments in different ways, which is something I'm learning to pick up on. Our locations where we are can really feed on how we express ourselves creatively. This is cool. I like it. I have to do a bridge. I've been doing bridges on these kind of scapes. So I don't know. That's like number 6 we've done. If you look in here, right, we have a bridge there. Got a kind of a bridge happening there. bridge up here. You know, speaking of New York City here, this is just an iconic sketch. This is of the World Trade Center. If you go back, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch a couple days ago. I talked about and did a show and tell of my sketch I did of back in 1993 of this area. So I was just recapturing that sketch from 1993. The other day we did this. But yeah, so let's throw some kind of bridge on here. Hey, Becky, good to see you. Becky, hope all's well. Always great seeing you. Becky's in the house. Very nice, thank you. Use a lot of layers, but charcoal makes a mess. Yeah, but sometimes that's the fun of being creative, right? It's making a mess. I usually say this quote, it's not art unless you wear it. So I'll always end up with something. Tonight's not bad. I have like some marker on me. So it's officially artwork because I'm wearing it. Let's see. Let's do a... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go cray-cray here. I'm going cray-cray. My brain just said what it wants to do for the bridge. We're going to do like a cables like swishing this whole thingy. All right, let's do this. Part of me wants to do it. How do I want to do it? It's easier for me to draw an arch this way, that way, versus this way. And I want the cable to kind of droop that way. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to make some marks. We're going to kind of go like that. And then I can arch it better. Oh, I'll just do it. Just do it, kiddo. You're talking too much. There we go. So we got kind of the cable of a bridge kind of drooping there, and then I'll do this in different colors. I want to throw down some more blue first because I want the white to pop. So let's throw down some more blocks of blue in our escape. And I'll just add that white where I just colored over it. We're going to add white back on there. I'm just throwing down blue because I want those cables to pop out. Actually, let's throw more red here too. And it should make sense in a second. I really like this building here. It looks like it's in the foreground. It's kind of cool. All right, let's throw some cables on here. We'll use this and maybe the gel pen also. So I just kind of reconnected those lines a little bit. Don't be afraid to move your paper around when you're sketching. You don't feel like you have to keep it anchored in one spot. It's easier for me to move the paper, rotate it, twist it than it is for me to... I'm not like a contortionist, like to bend my wrist and arm in weird ways. I have not used Sharpies. Those are nice. Thank you. Yeah, these are Sharpie creative markers. Sharpie knows I love them. I talk about them all the time. I should start tagging Sharpie on my posts. These are my go-to for throwing quick color down. I don't have to wait for it to dry. You know, like watercolor. Plus, I can use it on really thin paper, like I'm doing now. Right? It's still not bleeding through. Becky says, fun to use non-traditional paper for sketching. Yeah, Becky. Becky, I liked your sketches, your drawings you did from the art museum. Very, very cool. I'd like to learn more about or hear more about your visit to the museum. Really cool stuff. All right, so we kind of got the idea of some kind of cables in the front for the bridge. I think I'm gonna leave the white there. I was gonna use yellow to pull it out, but I think the white is powerful enough. All right, we'll throw a little more detail on here. I'm gonna zoom in on some of this. Melissa says, very nice. Thank you so much. If you ever come to Michigan, go to Mackinac Island and take your sketchbooks. It's beautiful. Did I say that right? Mackinac? Excuse me. I think I've heard of it. But definitely. My sketchbook comes with me pretty much everywhere. I'm excited. I'm going to be heading to Spain and Italy end of this month. I'm actually a group leader on a trip we're going on. So I will have my sketchbook. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to do to actually sketch, because we are covering a lot of places in 10 days. It's going to be like a whirlwind trip. I've never been. Actually, not true. I went to Madrid when I was in high school many years ago. I've never been to Italy. We're going to Rome and Florence, Vatican City. It's so cool. Barcelona. That is the place I'm most excited to see, is Barcelona. I've never been there. So we're going to Barcelona and Madrid, and I think Toledo in Spain. So yeah, I always try to take my sketchbook. Well, I don't always try. I do take it with me everywhere. It's like mandatory. But I would love to check out of the Google Mackinac. This one's almost done, guys. This is a fun calendar page. What do you think, Becky? All right, so we got a cool cover on our calendar. I really like the way it came out. I don't think I need to do anything to the cover. It's done. Usually I put my name though. All right, I got to put my name. Use a gel pen. All right, so I got my name on there. Boom. It's official. And then we'll start with March, and this is going to be our March page. So this will be maybe just for big events I have, or, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'll write on this calendar yet. Or maybe it'll just turn into a sketchbook. Who the heck knows? And that's the beauty of it. Sometimes we need a little mystery and can't plan every single thing out. Hey, Gigi, how are you? So good to see you. Hope you're having a great day today. Happy Sunday. Happy March 1st. Yeah, this is a calendar. This is a calendar I bought at Muji last time I was in the city. So I thought we would kind of do a customized calendar. How cool is that? And this is great because it's non-specific to a year. So it has all these blank pages. This is a really cool find. So yeah, so we're just kind of blinging up a calendar. That is a sentence I never ever thought I would. I never imagined saying, blinging up a calendar. That's pretty funny. Looks awesome. Thank you, Becky. Speaking of calendars, you should do one for your store with your sketches. OMG. OMGG. Whoa, I love that idea. Yeah. All right. Let's brainstorm all together. You guys. All right. Here's what's in my brain. I'd love to hear your feedback. What do you guys think of this? Um, hey Jen, good to see you. Hope all's well. It's always great seeing you guys. Thanks for popping on. I know I came on earlier, and I know it was during. I realized it was during the NYC walking show. That was not intentional, but I was so tired I wanted to come on early today. But I hope see if I had a great show. Um, where was I? Oh, in my brain, calendar. If I was to do a calendar, should it be like specific theme, like all lighthouse sketches, or well, here we'll show examples as I'm talking. Should we do all lighthouse sketches? Right? Do we do barn sketches? Of course, NYC. Do I just pick like iconic NYC buildings? I could do, or do I do the imaginary scapes? Shout out to Jen for scapes, the name. Let me know. I would love to. That'd be so cool to sell a calendar, but I don't know what I would do. Let me know, guys. I appreciate it so much. So this came out really cool. I love the cover of it. And again, if you're just joining us tonight, hey, hello, how are you? Juanita, I see you on Instagram. Good to see you. Another quick shout out and expression of gratitude. Thank you all for helping me get to 1K. That is like so cool. I'm so happy and ecstatic about it. Join me tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 maybe Eastern time. We'll do a sketch giveaway. Whoever is watching the live, I'll just say at a certain time, I'll put the names in a hat, or we'll figure out. I could use the Wheel of Names. It's an online kind of randomizer. And we'll just spin it and give away a sketch. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's the least I can do for you guys for spending some time with me, encouraging me, your positivity, and just being amazing human beings. So thank you. Assorted, maybe NYC for 4th of July. Yeah. I think it's probably too late to do one for this year, right? Because we're into March. So I'd have to plan now for like next year. Or do I just do a sketch? Wait, I just had an idea. Who says you have to sell a calendar all 12 months at one time? Why can't you just I could do like a sketch for each month, and then people could order prints of that month. So for example, I have my birthday's in October. So maybe people that have October birthdays would want an October page. 4th of July, maybe, the July page. Yeah. All right. These are the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. That's what's cool about being live. Not only sketching, but brainstorming and just kind of going through the creative process. Love that. I heard the base of the Twin Towers are tridents. See, Google can make for 9/11 tributes, Twin Tower sketches. Ooh. That's interesting. I have to look. I'll Google that also. But yeah, I could definitely do a September 11th theme. I mean, I already have. You guys have seen this sketch, the one I did the other day, based on the original from 1993. Where the heck is it? I don't know if you guys have ever seen the tribute painting, mixed media I did of the Twin Towers. Where the heck is it? I'm going crazy. I can't find it. We literally just did it the other day. Guys, I am not going crazy, I swear. It's in here somewhere. What the heck? Here we are. Right, so we just did that one the other day. That could be a really powerful idea. Where is... I'm going to pull out a sketchbook. It's that time of the show where he goes to his shelf and pulls out a random sketchbook. All right, guys, I'm going to pull out a random sketchbook. It's not in the sketchbook. It actually would be in a portfolio page. Let's see. Oh, maybe. All right. We won't go through all these. Maybe it's in one of the magic portfolios here. Thank you guys for bearing with me. By now you know how my brain rolls. I'm all over the place. By the way, can I give an artist friend a shout out? Guys, check this out. And I don't know if I know Dave, he watches live sometimes. And if not, I'll make sure that he gets to hear this. I have a friend, he's a professional artist, and he teaches at our high school. He's the person that hooked me up and told me about the teaching job at our school. So thanks to him is why I'm a teacher. Let me show you one of his sketches. You guys know I'm a Batman fan. Check this out. Dave is, like I said, professional artist, does comic book art. He is a gift to the art world, and I am blessed to know him. This is just a small example. He's incredible. So shout out to my friend Dave. He's just amazing. Had to show you that. I just saw it in his sketchbook. I don't know if I'll find what I'm looking for. It's not a song. I finally found what I'm looking for. These are kind of fun little abstract pieces. But that's not what I'm looking for. Down the rabbit hole we go. We should change this name of the show to the Ink-Spired Rabbit Hole, where some bunny loves you. Get it, some bunny. All right. I don't know where it is. I'll find it another time. Anyway, yeah, so I did a 9/11 and never forget painting a while ago. Next time it'll be in a magic drawer. Could be, yes, Becky, definitely. Could definitely be back there behind me in the magic drawer. Does he have an Instagram for his creations? No, he doesn't have an Instagram. I will find out his info and let you guys know. I will definitely let you know. You too. Is that who's saying that? You too? I finally found... Good. Sing it for us. Go ahead, sing it. Can you guys sing the song? Becky has me looking in my drawer back here. Sorry if I'm being a rude host. I am like off camera looking through drawers here. People are like, why are we watching? He's not even... But all right. All right, guys, I just went in my drawer, pulled out a bunch of random things. So this is not an official show and tell. I'm just looking for the 9/11 thingy, but you can check out some of the sketches in my drawer here. This is actually one inspired by the High Line. It's kind of a High Line view. This is like an art throwdown. Where I want to find that 9/11 thingy. Yeah, I still need someone to organize my drawer. Here's the Met one by the inspired by the Met. You guys probably know what this one is here. Big Chihuahua. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep this one out. I feel like I could add something to this at some point. The ship is cool. Oh, you saw the ship? You actually knew what that was? Wow. That makes me feel good. I didn't know if anybody would know what that is. Where is the ship? Yeah. Thanks. Here's the ship. Good call. I'm going to show you guys. This is my favorite. We'll call it abstract painting. I'm going to show it to you right now. This is a really powerful painting for me, and someone offered to buy it, and I didn't sell it. I might reconsider that now if anybody else is interested, but let me show you. Not this one. I'll show you that in a sec. I'm building up suspense. Check out this one. This is done with coffee. So this is a coffee sketch. So all the brown you see is literally coffee. It's espresso. I use espresso powder when I was doing this. And I turned it into like the Batcave. So this actually came out fun, kind of cool. So yeah, so you can paint with coffee, and here's an example of a coffee painting. Becky, if you're still on, Becky. Becky, look who we have. And if you guys don't know who that is, this is Retro. Retro is a character that I was sketching along with the Whistling Cowboy, and they had some stories and adventures they were going to go on. Never turned into an official book, but it would have been cool. And Retro is on my cup here. Oh, I don't want to spill my ice cold coffee. But Retro is on my mug here. And it says Sketch Happens. You can get those in Fine Art America on my website. Sorry, that's a shameless plug. All right, I'm going to show you my favorite thing. I can't find the 911. Sorry. All right, we got a few more things. We'll look. I'm just going to go through this pile. I used to love all abstract stuff. This was fun. Like a heart one. This is, I have not shown a lot of this, I don't think. These are from my I used to do abstract. When I first started YouTubing, I would do a lot of these abstract drip paintings. There's another heart. I like hearts. I love the colors. Check out the colors on this. Does it have a scent? Yeah, you could actually smell. You can smell the coffee, believe it or not. There's a very abstract Batman symbol here in the background. I don't know if you can see it. So that's from my my abstract days, which I would literally on my YouTube videos I would stand at an easel and paint. So a lot of these were done with me at an easel. Not on the easel. That would not have been good. This is a kind of a crazy NYC inspired Grand GCT, right? Grand Central Terminal. All right, I'm done. right, so here's the one I wanted. Not the 911, but here's my favorite. This let me zoom in. This piece, I'm gonna zoom in closer. There we go. This is my favorite. I should say second favorite. The other, my City of Angels, is my favorite one. We'll talk about City of Angels another day. This is my second favorite kind of abstract painting, and like I usually do, I had no idea where I was going to start with, or how, what I was doing. I was just throwing colors and stuff down. I actually threw tape down, so these white areas, they had tape on them, and I painted over the tape, peeled off the tape. God, I don't have a year on this. I don't even know what year this is. 2021. I'd have to go back on YouTube and look. I think it's on YouTube. Anyway, as I was painting this, I saw a stage here with an audience, kind of spotlights, and this figure. Let me zoom in closer. This kind of figure here, which kind of happened. And when I look at this, two things come into my brain. And I think the second one is the stronger one. The first thing I thought about is maybe this is a performer, and it's showing kind of, he's nervous to get out there on the stage and to perform. I don't know, maybe he's a musician or a stand-up comedian, or some kind of entertainer. I'm not sure, but so this is kind of showing maybe the anticipation and the stress of this figure on stage getting ready to perform in front of an audience. So that's one take on it, but here I think is a more powerful take and the one that resonates with me. I'm going to zoom in closer. I see this as the performer's last performance. Maybe they're retiring. Maybe this is their last show. If you kind of look at the figure and kind of the pose, I don't know, I'm getting kind of a solemn, is that the word solemn? Kind of a solemn feel to it. I don't usually get deep on the artwork, but I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to go even closer. Right, so if you look at him in the frame, I feel like he's kind of getting ready to do his last show. And for some reason that connects with me on different levels, and it's hard for me to part with this one. Someone did offer to buy it, and I couldn't do it. It's really strange how, think about it, if you guys create artwork, if you dance, if you sing, if you make music, whatever you do, your craft connects to you in ways that sometimes you never expect it to. And that's a good thing. So that's why I'm always kind of promoting creativity and expressing yourselves creatively, because you make these internal connections with yourself that, for me, if I didn't get my stuff out of here, my head onto paper, I wouldn't have those connections. They'd be stuck in here, stuck in the mud pit in my brain, right? Great analogy, I know. Now I'm thinking about Shrek. I talking about mud, now I'm thinking of the swamp, and now I'm thinking of ogres, and then I went to Shrek. Yeah, we went from solemn last performance to Shrek in about 3 seconds. How did that happen? All right, but I'm sorry I'm going deep, but yeah, so just put stuff down. And like I said, if you make music or you sing, or there are these connections, right? Yeah. So anyway, I really love this piece. This should be. I should get a frame for this. And it's a pretty big piece too. All right, so that's the story. And I don't know if I gave this a name. I'll have to go back on my YouTube videos or if even Facebook or Instagram posts. I don't know if I named this. I don't want to call it the final act. That's too deep. But it's pretty cool. All right. Am I getting too deep, guys? Let me know. Alrighty, I think we're going to wrap up in about a minute. So let me know if you have final questions or comments. Let me go into the chat, see what you're doing, see if there's any questions for me. I appreciate you guys tuning in on this Sunday night. Yeah, so the Batman coffee thing does have a scent. It's like scratch and sniff. Do you guys remember scratch and sniff? When I was growing up, we had these scratch and sniff stickers that were. I remember a peanut butter scented one just popped in my brain. I used to love the scratch and sniff stickers. I don't even know if they still make them. Probably not allowed to. Becky says, I remember this painting so amazing. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yeah, I'm glad you remember it. I have to go back and look. I don't remember what year I'm so bad at documenting my stuff. A timid man who's coming out of his shell, showing the world how worth he is. Ooh, Gigi. You just hit home with that. I kind of feel like like it's a description of me. Not that weren't saying it about me, but I'm connecting with it as thinking it's that really closely relates to me, and maybe that's what came out in that painting. Wow, deep. Yes, that is a deep sketch. I know. Yeah. Looks like an America's Got Talent show. I haven't watched America's Got Talent in so long. I occasionally catch clips of it on like on TikTok. There was one performer. Oh man, I'm trying to remember because it was kind of creepy but really cool at the same time. A magician. He was a magician, or an illusionist. And he had kind of a creepy vibe. You guys might know who I'm talking about. I don't know his name. He had a creepy vibe, and I think one of his acts, he gave different boxes out to the judges, and they had to kind of put their hand in the box and feel it. Anyway, it was kind of creepy. America's Got Talent. We sure do. You guys are awesome. All right. Guys, I appreciate y'all so much. I have school tomorrow. We have a big day at school. I have a half day field trip. Some of my students are going to be. We have a school related project, so they're going to be measuring a space, documenting some stuff, taking pictures, measurements, and proposing the relocation of something. Yeah, I know it's very cryptic. Let's just say it's a really cool project for my Architecture 2 kids, a real world project. So we're going to be going and doing some measuring in the morning, and I'm so excited, so happy, and so blessed for the opportunity and support of of my students, and of course the school and the district. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching me. Remember, tomorrow night, 8:30 to 9:30-ish, we'll do a sketch giveaway somewhere in there. Hopefully you can all make it. And until we meet again, from my heart to yours, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly. Be well. Have an amazing Monday. See you.